Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Masafai, back with another video. Before I get started, I need you to give me the HBO special. That's to help a brother out special by hitting that like, comment, subscribe, and share if you like the content. Shout out to the Portman's Podcast. Today, I'm going to be trying to troubleshoot the interference that magically reappeared in my system after I went through changing speakers and changing my sub-amps of sorts. So let's give you a sample of how it sounds. Hopefully the mic can get it well. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but yes. So yeah, that's in my system. And I'm, yeah. So now, so yes, all of that interference is in my system, and I'm trying to isolate why. So first thing I'm going to do is take apart the dashboard and take out the radio, and I'm going to bypass my audio control 3.2 EQ to see if the primary interference is coming from there, because everything is being ran through my EQ, and I have interference in my subwoofers, my tweeters, and my mids. So basic isolation will be the culprit is probably the EQ that has the interference in it. So I'm going to bypass the EQ by running my RCAs directly to the radio, do a basic install. Well, I say basic, I mean just like put 2 screws in to hold the radio into place, fire it up, and just see what sound we get to see if the interference is gone or is it still there. And we'll take it from there to do more troubleshooting. So let's get started with taking the dash apart. By the way, that's my camera behind my vehicle because I no longer can see out my back window due to all the speakers. So, and that's a police radar detector that I always seem to forget to use. So, ready. So, a few of the tools I have: impact wrench, 7mm. Taking the dash apart is pretty simple in here. Simply need my little flathead. Close her up and get her out the way. I shouldn't need much more. Hopefully she's stable. Move this downward. So first thing we do here, pop her out. See, comes out fairly easy. Number 2, unplug that. Move all my little stuff out the way. That's my microphone. Brushes. Sorry, vehicle can be somewhat junky. Ashtray out of here, because this got to come out. And it's not an ashtray in here, it's more like a USB tray, because I haven't smoked in 2.5 years. So, close her up. Pop her out. Back here. Alright, pop her up there. Pop out our nice cigarette lighter input and our cup holder. I got the heat and cool cup holder on this particular model. So that's our cup holder out the way. Grab it from the bottom. There. The top. Connector here for the traction control and parking sensors. Wire here for the dash control. And she's unplugged. And now I keep losing bolts that bolts my radio in. I'm gonna unplug that. So right now, I just have an impact wrench for this. So right now, how many bolts do I got holding it in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, instead of the 6 that's supposed to. So, see, anybody know how to fix these impact wrenches to make this hold? Let me know. I'm missing. Yeah, I'm missing. I see the washer missing. So, I'm gonna ask my brother about that. He probably knows what washer goes on here, so this can hold on firmly. Four, 5. All right, for those of you who originally don't know, in this Escalade, it's normally 6 here to hold the radio in. This display controller that controls the AC, heater controls and all that, supposed to be on top of the kit. That also keys it in. So normally I would have had to take out 4 more bolts, and the one under is supposed to be keyed on top of that. So that's another 2 bolts, which means I would have normally had to take out 12 screws or 12 bolts. But I decided to put the radio kit on top of the heater controls and everything. And since everything still fits nice and neat, it's far easier to take the radio out to take out 6 screws rather than 12. So that's why I did it that way. Just in case you didn't know or you did know. So radio comes out here. Try to make this nice and simple. This is my input to my radio. So let's pop that out. And all 6 inputs that goes into my EQ. I don't even know if y'all can see any of this. Probably can't. Just angle it down a little bit there. Okay, so all the inputs that goes into my EQ, I'm going to simply run them to my radio directly. So this here is the subwoofer connector. So I run it to the sub port on the radio. So I look and see which is which. Okay, subwoofer's at the bottom. A lot of my RCA cables, I really didn't leave no room, so it's gonna be a tight squeeze. So I got the front and rear. Since I got the RCA cables the same and I don't know which is which. One is for the tweeters and one is for the mids. So I just plug them into their ports and then I will isolate them when needed. But the goal here is just bypassing the EQ to see if the interference goes away. So that's not the important part, not just yet. Now I know behind the radio it looks like spaghetti, because that's, you know how you got the whole Bose bypass system with GM vehicles. So that particular wire harness is huge and takes up a lot of space. So kind of cramming it back there is a nuisance. So move some stuff out the way and go back. Everything still should be plugged in. So radio is in the place. Let's put a couple bolts in. The reason I'm putting a couple bolts in is because I'm gonna start the vehicle up and then I'm gonna move a little bit, maybe. Or rock it, or just make some movements to see if any interference pops up, because that's initially what happened before. When I had no interference, I thought I was clear, and as soon as I started driving, the noise came back. So I thought I had fixed the problem, but apparently I didn't at the time. So now I'm about to try to isolate what the issue is. Again, and one thing I try not to do, because like when you going in these tight spots, is dropping these screws and then they fall into nowhere's land when you can't get back to them. And that's how I lost so many screws right now. It's probably a good 8 screws in unreachable spaces that I don't know where they went. So, forgive me. Pretty sure I'm not the only one who makes that mistake. See, I be trying to do things quick, but certain stuff that you just cannot blow through when you're doing car audio. So, that's why a lot of times I would have to end up shooting an hour worth of video and try to break it down to 25 to 30 minutes for y'all, because it's just time consuming. So, let's see. Let's fire her up. Of course, the EQ is no longer valid, and I still have noise. So, oh crap! Let's turn the radio down. Gotta have the radio high. So let's turn the engine off. So there's still noise in my system directly from the radio. Alrighty, so we still got interference in my system. Okay, hold on. Then one thing I did discover too is This harness do be acting up, so I might swap it out. That Terram 10K is pretty loud. See, it don't make that loud noise when it cuts off. So it's not necessarily a lot of interference. Pause. It's not bad, and even let me see at max volume. Let's turn up the sub gain some. That's all the way at 40. So that's not bad. Then let's see. So it doesn't make that extra crazy whine when it cuts off. And the noise is pretty much depleted. So bypassing the EQ has significantly eliminated all that extra noise. Wow. Cut this down, hopefully. Yeah, so the EQ has far more interference coming out of it when it's ran with the system than the radio by itself. Damn, oops. So, alrighty, well, so I gotta figure out, I'm gonna go inside the EQ because it has different ground setting points, and I'm gonna mess with that. A YouTuber or a person commenting in my YouTube section recommended that I try that. So, because I want my EQ back. I hate adjusting directly from the radio. It's far easier having my EQ help me. So, you know, it's better sound control. So, I guess we're going to experiment with the EQ and see if I can make any type of differences with the changing the ground points. We'll see what happens. Truck off. Like I said, this is all the way at 40 and click off. It doesn't make the extra noise at all. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and make sure I cut it down from 40 because I get tired of catching myself off guard. Alright. So it's a significant difference. Significant difference. Okay. So now I guess we're going to mess with these ground points within the EQ itself. This is a little bit of a hassle taking the EQ out based on how I installed it. Just give me a Phillips screwdriver because I think that's how I got it going. So I got to unplug my main harness, power harness from it. And I got a Phillip on each side. Oh, this is small enough. Oh, damn mosquitoes, man. Come on now. Out here to mess with my vehicle, not fight mosquitoes, okay? Unscrew. Two screws. Make sure I grab the washer with it. Now those are separated from the L brackets I modified. And I slide it right out. Got these RCAs, main inputs. This has just two screws on the back holding it on. I can slip this off the way too. No, I don't think I need to take that off because this is going to slide with. No, the top is separate. No, I do got to take it off. Try to carefully take this thing off because I still need it. Make the install looks cleaner. Got two. Oh boy, come on now. Yep, barely, but squeeze there. There's these real small Phillip heads. Honey, it's off. How did I miss? Come on now. It's 3 screws. Look, I'm blind at times, okay? Players mess up. There we go. Now it's off. Well, there's no dust in here, so I have no idea what I need to set this at for my grounds. I'm just looking at, when it looks like there's only 2 ways to set it. And I have it on that side, so I guess I'll just pop this little tab out and put it on this side. There's more than 2 ways, I guess it would be 3. So it's 4 pins total, so you got, and it's a 2-pin jumper, so you can put it on the left, or the right, or the center. So I just took it from the right side and put it on the left. Then I got to hook everything back up to the EQ, see if it makes a difference, and if it doesn't, then I take it back apart and put it in the center. I'm not even going to screw it back together. Just put this back in place and hook her back up. And matter of fact, put 1 screw in it because they do got to hold it in place. So and just test. Take everything for. I'm not putting that back on yet. Everything right now is a temporary test thingy, test fitting, and I hope that I can minimize or eliminate the noise in my system so I can enjoy it better. That's the goal here. So, righty. So I'm not going to bolt it back in, so it's going to be kind of freestyling, which is kind of a nuisance, but it'll be okay. Plug it back in. Alright, all my RCA inputs. Pop them all out. Got a radio and EQ them again. So, first off, my inputs. Need that back. One wire. 2. My sub, where you at? Oops, I already got plugged in my sub in the wrong port. My sub is at the end. See, this is. Yeah, I know I'm looking like an amateur over here. That's, everybody ain't perfect, okay? That's why I'm doing videos, to show that everyone who messes with sounds ain't 100% perfect. So, okay? Okay, I think I use a certain way, so. This is beautiful. Being limited on room and how much room I get RCAs, that's a nuisance, but, you live and you learn. It's like after I already had zip tied them, I realized that right behind the radio, it's just a little too tight and not enough room for me to be comfortable with if I need to make any changes and tweaks or modifications. But hindsight is 20/20, isn't it? Come on, get my sub in, get my sub in. Beautiful, just beautiful. So in these tight spots, it just makes small things a nuisance sometimes. But like almost with anything in life, you have to have patience. And just have patience and put it together casually because sounds do not go fast. Where is my other RCA? Ah, there you go. I'm losing y'all. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got the input, sub, tweets, and mids. Let's straighten that up. Alright, this ain't gonna be no official install, but let's just see if something changes. Wow. Apparently that ain't it. So it's clear that definitely interference coming from our nice beautiful EQ. Let's change this grounding point one more time to the center, and if it's still noise, then our EQ is pretty much obsolete if we can't get rid of the interference that comes from it. Because I don't even know where I would ground it at to so-called make it any better. If y'all got any information, let me know. So other than that, I got a audio control 3.1 in the garage that I can try, but last I remember, they weren't faring too much better as far as the noise. So I don't know what it is. When I ran it in my Buick, I didn't have these grounding loop noise issues. So this is kind of a new occurrence for me. Like I said, if y'all got any information on what y'all think I should do or how to possibly ground it differently, let me know, because I'm all ears. Try this last grounding point, which probably ain't gonna make no difference because it's the only thing. Got isolated ground or something like that, and there's 3 different grounding points, so this is the 3rd grounding point. Like I said, I just don't know what it's supposed to do because I think I played with it before and I never got any type of change from the noise. So I'm just wondering if I'm doing something wrong or if it's something I'm not doing. So information is definitely needed here because, as I said, I am not professional and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm not professional. I need to pay attention to this phone as well because I know I'm about to be running out of space. So let's get it wired up one more time. Try the last ground setting on this EQ. So let's get this wire back in, decide to slip out. Okay, these EQ terminals, they just are wires up, looks like that whole thing can't be for certain applications, but others it gives no sense. You want to space a little bit, it comes out of socket. So that's what makes no sense. So, alright, let's hold on. Already switch around back. Yeah, I'll find the last thing, and then I'll get rid of it. So I'll grab more there. So, alright, I'll put it. So, I'm going to put back the radio, and the radio to my EQ switch. I know why it's not fun. I gotta stop letting it be spaghetti. There we go. Good. So, first. So, I'm going to microphone. Try to keep the audio as clean as possible. So, I'm going to control and see how it sounds. Because, like I said, getting this ground noise to go away has been the bane of my existence. I love my EQs, but we gotta do something better with these grounds. Nope. Switching all the grounds around and I still got all types of noise. No, this ain't it. Yeah, this ain't it. No matter what I do. Like I said, if y'all got any idea on what I can do to properly ground the EQ where it stopped making noise, because we're moving all the ground loop around inside of it and nothing stops the noise. So let me know what I'm doing wrong, because it must be me. Get off the screen, Jesus. So I don't know. I quit when it comes to the, see? So yeah, I don't know. I quit when it comes to trying to isolate like how they use the ground loop features inside of the EQ and how it's supposed to stop the noise. I'm clueless on that, so I need information, because until then, I'm gonna work on simply not using the EQ for a while, or I don't know, I'm just kind of nerve-wracked that I can't figure it out. So I need information, because right now this is gonna be, I'm gonna put it back together, probably either with the EQ, with the noise still, or and put the video out, or put it back together for a temporary setup with no EQ at all and just adjust it and see what type of feedback I get from people, because this ain't it and I just can't figure it out. I'm not an expert, so I need information. Y'all let me know. Other than that, switching EQs, I don't think that's gonna help either, but it's right here, the 3.1. I'm not gonna even open it up to change no ground settings. I'm gonna plug it up and just see how it sounds, because I'm lost. It is what it is. Because with the other ground settings, the noise actually gotten worse. So that's why I said it must be something I'm not doing right, or how you supposed to isolate the ground. Maybe I was supposed to ground the EQ to something else. Like I said, let me know, because I'm clueless. Because it doesn't let you know what each ground setting is actually for. You don't know. I don't know any of it. So it is what it is at this point. And instead of me getting irritated, I would simply just temporarily opt out of using it until I get a better understanding of exactly what do I supposed to do to cut the noise down. So we shall see if I get any correct answers. I definitely will give a shout out to whoever gives me some answers and take it from there. I know quite a few different sound people, but the thing about that is they know I'm using the EQ and I ask for information or advice and they can't give me an answer either. So they're not that good as I thought either. Might go in one of them groups on Facebook and ask them. Who knows? No, the groups on Facebook, they suck. So the reason they suck because they don't know how to answer questions. They just try to bash people and pretty much tell people if you don't know what to do, they don't do it. So I would rather not hear the idiots on Facebook when it comes to that. So let's see. Hook this up as it is and see how it sounds. If there's a bunch of noise in it, then I don't know. So, which honestly, I'm kind of already assuming it's going to be. As this, I'm not optimistic at all. So If you're looking for optimism, it's not me. I'm a glass half empty type of person, meaning I always expect the worst outcome first before the better outcome. Reason being, look at life. A lot of times, that's just how it goes. So you gotta prepare yourself most times in life for the worst outcome before the better outcomes. At least in my opinion. Because if you give your hopes up thinking everything gonna go right in a situation and it doesn't, you'll be that much more crushed or broken when things hit the fan. So if you don't have your hopes up about it, then it won't come crashing on you as hard when you pretty much expect it not to go. Well, you pretty much expected the way you thought it was gonna go. You didn't expect it to go good. You already expected it to go the way you thought it was gonna go. So it is what it is. That's just my opinion. I'm working on changing some of the way I think, but it is what it is. Nope. It's even worse. Yep. So yeah, this EQ business ain't there right now. So I need information. Y'all let me know. Other than that, I'm not even about to put this back together because it's already late in the day, and at this point, I need information about what I need to do at this point. So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section what's going on. Because like I said, it's not even worse than with the other EQ. So it is what it is. So 3.1 out. Are you serious? Come on. Put the 3.2. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it back in because at this point I'm just like, it is what it is. I don't know what this vehicle wants from me right now. I don't want to say vehicle. I don't know what the system wants from me. I just have an incomplete mosquitoes. Alright, so gotta allow myself to get upset. Come on. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Try me again. Alright, so gotta allow myself to get upset. Go ahead and just put stuff back together. Hopefully it doesn't sound better than it originally did. We'll just see, because you know how stuff seems to go. It never goes my way. So let's get it. Let's start organizing stuff a little better here. Okay. Ready. So, I guess we'll go ahead and screw the EQ back up. Line it back up in the position it's supposed to be in. So pretty much we got an incomplete day. Uneventful, incomplete, however way you want to label it. So as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to get more dark. So that's what I'm trying to make it happen. Because I end up going in the house and staying in the house a little too long. So okay, I gotta figure out which hole I initially had this in. I can go ahead and screw it back in. So I guess I'm assuming it's this one. It's the only one that seems to line up at the moment. So yeah, even I run into a lot of issues or some issues that I can't seem to solve. So I'm gonna try to get advice from the sound people of YouTube, possibly Facebook, and see if anyone got any advice that can help me figure out this particular, I don't know what to call it. Is it a crisis or a small issue? Whatever you want to label it, but figure out to help me, see if I can, or see if y'all can help me solve this problem. So pretty much. So we shall see how life goes and how things take us. Alright, so what did I change up? Because now it doesn't want to line up on this side. How I originally had it. Come on. This is temporary anyway, so matter of fact, I just don't even need to probably fully load it back in because I know I'm going to have to probably take it back out and change the ground absolute noise or whatever again. There's probably a lot of things I'm going to have to do, so I don't know. I'm just not allow it to affect my day or impact my day because everybody has an unsuccessful day here and there. Some people have them all the time. It just depends on how life treats you, you know. Alrighty. Yeah, this thing is off, so I'm going to just try to get it in there temporarily. I gotta still, I'm probably not gonna even put nowhere near all the screws in. Probably hold this thing in with a couple screws because I'm gonna be out here again soon, messing with it again, trying to figure it out because I don't want noise in the system. And I'm pretty sure if you're anything like me, I know you don't want noise in your system either. So we shall see. So we're going to put it all back together. So now the ground loop thing is back in its original position I had it at before I ever even moved it. So I had it in all three positions, and neither position helped. So that's what we're pretty much at in this particular venture. Let's see. I can't, I'm gonna have to mute a lot of that. So overall, it seemed like it got worse. It ain't no better. So that's what's, like I said, a day of pretty much failure, in my opinion. So it is what it is. We have them. Let's go ahead and just wrap this up, because all this is gonna be temporary. Because till I figure it out, work on getting this video out and just see if I can get some additional information on my situation. So the only thing I can do right now is fully take the fully eliminate EQ from the system, and I'll have to 100% retune everything to the next video. And then if I take EQ right now, everything back to the next EQ, so I don't want to take that far, which is why I put EQ back in here. So I mean, that's banging too much for us. I hate the noise. Even when you can't hear it, but that's not the point. The point is, I don't want noise in the system. So, and having a costly system for noise in the system makes it seem like you're having cheap. Pretty sure a lot of you know what I mean. So I'm just going to back in because I'm losing those, so I put back in, and just it's not that much of it. I lost another screw in no man's land. I quit. All right, so now I'm down to 4 screws that hold the radio in. Look, I'll worry about that later. Not about to play with this system this time of night. All right, back. Not this time of night. I'll say drop my screw and you drop my mail and no man's land, so it is. Yeah, please. I'm up there. Right. So, there we go. Practice up. Get house. Get the transfer next. Get out. See if I can. See, me over here punching the wrong stuff because it shows I'm a little irritated. So I already kind of knocked my vent out of alignment. Fix it tomorrow. Worry about it later. A cigarette lighter up, or not lighter, but the ashtray compartment back up. The camera back up there. Pretty much done for the night, so I'll worry about this later. And somehow I broke this or lost that, so all of this little odds and ends I can worry about later. But as you can see, put that back in the garage. But I've had an uneventful day, or at least a less prosperous day, because I didn't succeed at what I set out to do. So information. That's what I'm seeking. If y'all know what to do, y'all know how to get rid of the noise, because the ground loop isolators don't work. So just minus the idea. Ground loop isolators do not work on this issue. I already tried it. Several different brands, expensive ones, cheap ones, they don't work. So do not recommend a ground loop isolator as far as on the RCA cable ports at all. It don't work. Other than that, put the car back together and just mosquito again. Other than that, put it back together and we back to our basics. It's actually worse than before now for some reason. Yeah, because the interference is... Yeah, so it seems like it's a little bit worse now, because now the interference is actually messing with how the subs sound. So other than that, this is me, Massify. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and if you got the information, share with the information that you think I need in order to solve this irritating issue that I have here. And y'all have a great night. Peace.